In the Philippines where sunlight gleams, Brian, Tess and family dreams. By the shorelines, kids at play, in a tropical bright array.
Good morning, YouTubers. Welcome back to our channel, Brian and Tess in the Philippines.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Welcome to our midweek or early midweek video, which, as most of you know, we try and do an information video on Tuesdays, and then on Friday or Saturday we put up our life in the Philippines or building off grid or whatever it might be out there on the land. Some good news, we finally got another builder, so check out this Friday's video to see what's happening out there. We're back on track. Yeah, you'll get an update and see where we're at, so make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of the updates, guys. And if you're enjoying our content and you haven't yet done so, please click that subscribe button down there in the corner. It's free to subscribe, costs you absolutely nothing, guys, so please do that. And also don't forget to check out the links in the description down below. I always put a link in the description to the dating site where I met my gorgeous wife Tess. We are affiliated with the dating site, so if you click the link in the description, you can create a free profile there and check out all the Filipinas. Yes, free profile, check out the Filipinas. So check out the links in the description below, guys. Today, what I wanted to do was discuss 6 or 7 of the top things you need to do before coming to the Philippines, whether it's for a holiday, to live, whatever it might be, but the things that you need to do before you come here. Now, I have got myself a couple of notes because I'm getting old and my memory's not what it used to be. Sorry, I'm a little croaky today. Both the boys got colds, so of course they were generous enough to pass it on to their father. So now I have a cold at the moment and losing my voice a little bit. Tess probably thinks that's a good thing that I can't speak much anymore. Anyway, let's get to our little video about the top things to do before coming to the Philippines. Number 1, guys, would be before you even leave, once you've booked your flight, make sure you've booked in advance and you've got a couple of months at least up your sleeve before you do this. So, and I'll get to the reasons why, but number 1, you need to talk to your doctor about vaccines before you come here. There's quite a lot of vaccines that are really good to get, and I know there's anti-vaxxers out there that'll say, but things like malaria, dengue fever, really a great idea to get that done. Make sure your tetanus is up to date. Rabies injection. There are a lot of dogs and a lot of rats here, and I mean a lot of dogs. There's like 25 million dogs or something here in a population of 100 million people. So you really need to make sure you've got your rabies injections. And you might think, rats or dogs, I'm going to the city. Yeah, okay, well, we're in the city here, and I've seen a rat wandering around just outside in our compound here at 6 o'clock in the morning while I was having a coffee. I've also seen a rat twice, not once, but twice, in our supermarket here, run across the aisle in front of me from underneath one aisle to the next aisle. I've seen products on the shelves that haven't been removed yet that have been chewed by rats. So diseases, you're in a third world country, diseases are prominent. You need to make sure you protect yourself. Aside from that, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, depends on why you're coming here, but if you're coming here and you're going to meet up with a Filipina, or there's a chance you might, or you're coming here for a sex holiday in Angeles or whatever, make sure your hepatitis A, hepatitis B injections are up to date. So talk to your doctor first, see what they recommend, depending on the area you're going to. Some areas aren't really high risk of malaria, but it depends on where you're going. So do some research before you come and get your vaccines done. The reason I say make sure you have enough time is because there is a vaccine which is just an oral vaccine. It's not an injection, and it's for, I'm pretty sure it's the cholera injection, a cholera vaccine. Now you might think, what do I need a cholera vaccine? Well, the good thing about the cholera vaccine is that it has an added bonus of protecting you against barley belly, what we call in Australia barley belly, which, as we know, is if you eat some dodgy street food, it can upset your stomach. So the cholera vaccine, which is oral, comes in 2 doses. From memory, it was 2 doses over the course of 1 month, or it might have been 2 weeks, but it had to be taken 1 month before you left so that it was effective. So I think the first dose you take, you drink that, and then in 7 days you drink the second dose, and then you've got to leave it a couple of weeks, so it's been a full month before you jump the plane and head over here. And it's good from memory for 3 months to protect you against barley belly. So just a really handy thing for those people who are coming from the west for a holiday and you want to try street foods and stuff. Great, everybody does. Just gives you a little added protection in the hope that you're not going to get sick and ruin your holiday while you're here and end up stuck in a hotel room laying in bed not feeling well. So make sure you ask your doctor about that one. Number 2, travel insurance. Again, I've seen a lot of people say, nah, I don't need travel insurance, I've got health insurance, I've got whatever. Generally, you'll find, especially from Australia, I'm pretty sure, you've got your private health insurance over there will not cover you on a holiday. So don't worry about what you've got there already. Make sure, and it's not that expensive, seriously, get yourself travel insurance. It can protect you against loss of luggage, funds, injury, health, whatever. So just look into that, do some research, and you can see there are obviously varying levels with every company as to what they'll cover. So make sure you can get yourself the maximum cover for the minimum dollars, and make sure you're dead set safe, because it's a very simple thing to do, and I've seen people come undone. In fact, there was a guy from Australia was just in Thailand and got beaten up pretty badly, got smacked around the head and the chest with a stick with a spike sticking out of it. They didn't have health insurance because they thought they were covered. They didn't get travel insurance. They ended up having to shell out of their own pocket to pay for all the hospital bills and for the injuries that he received. So just make sure you've got your travel insurance before you leave. It's not a difficult thing to do. Jump online, you can do it all online, pay for it with your Visa or MasterCard very quickly, get a printout on your computer, or get an email through to your phone, and you've got that with you when you come over here. So do that. Number 3, when you arrive here, you will get your 30-day visa free. So you don't have to worry about booking a visa, and you can get a 29-day extension after that 30 days if you'd like to stay a little bit longer. After that, you can continue and get 2 monthly extensions now. As most people know, they've cancelled the 6 monthly extensions here, and you can only get 2 months at a time. So it can be a bit of a pain for foreigners having to travel backwards and forwards to immigration. If you don't have an immigration office in the city or the province or wherever you are, it can be a bit of a hassle every 8 weeks, but that's life now here in the Philippines. You have to do that. You'll also have to get an ACR card if you stay longer than 2 months, I think it is from memory, which you'll have to pay for. But all that's pretty simple. But yeah, you don't need to worry about booking a visa before you come. It's something that's visa free, so you can just jump the plane and head over. But before you do, you need to make sure you have your e-travel pass. Yes, you still, from January 2025, you still are required to have an e-travel pass, which replaces the old One Health pass that they had just after the pandemic from COVID. And you can get that online. Make sure that you're getting it at a free website, which is the Philippines government website. I will put a link to that in the description below. There are fake websites that will charge you for the e-travel pass, or e-arrival card they call it, some call it, but it is a must. You can actually do it if you arrive here without it. You can do it at the airport, but it's going to slow you down getting through customs and getting through the airport. So you need to have it. You can have it up to 72 hours before your arrival. So you can book that just 2 days before you leave. Jump online, click the link in the description below, go to the government website in the Philippines, get your e-travel card, make sure it's all filled out, and you'll have a swift and easy process going through customs. So it's a must, but it's compulsory. You do have to have an e-travel card when you arrive here in the Philippines. Number 5, download what app, babe, for getting transport?
Grab app.
Much better than taxis, yeah?
Yes.
And I think from memory, we haven't been in the city for a long time now. We've got our own transport, but the Grab app gives you the cost
Yes.
on the app, yeah?
Yep.
So you know exactly how much it's going to cost before you even get the car.
Yes.
And you don't have a taxi driver having a fake,
Meter.
yeah, having a meter and driving you all around the city somewhere, and it doesn't happen with the Grab app, which is the equivalent to Uber in the West. You can put in your location and your destination, and it will give you the feed before the driver even picks you up. It gives you the license plate of the car so you know who it is, and you've got everything there. If anything goes wrong, you have all the information. So make sure you download the Grab app. You can do that while back in your home country. Just get onto Google Play and download the Grab app onto your phone and sign up for that. So when you get here, you are set for transport and you don't have to worry about taxis. And yeah, you can get tricycles with short distances and places, which is fine. But I will say, make sure you talk to the tricycle driver and you've negotiated the price before you get in the tricycle, because see, even he knows that you can get into issues with tricycle drivers. They'll say one price, you'll get in the tricycle, you'll get to your destination and he'll give you a different price, and they will just start arguing with you to get the extra money out of you. So I'll say bargain with the tricycle driver, get your price, and it's maybe even a good idea to actually pay him, video the conversation while you're talking to him, pay him when you get in the tricycle. If he says it's 50 peso, give him the 50 peso when you get in. I've seen tricycle drivers try and charge guys for up to 500 peso for a trip for a kilometre down the road, 1,000 metres. So it will happen, and especially in the city when they know you're a tourist, it can happen. So Grab, if you're going distances anywhere, get a Grab. If you're going short distances, make sure you confirm with the tricycle driver how much it is first before you get in, and then pay him in advance is probably a good idea. Okay, number 6, bring cash. The Philippines operates 95% on cash. Some places in the cities, and especially in the touristy areas like the big hotels, yes, you can use a card, but when you go out the door and go anywhere to do activities, or want to go to the Sari Sari store and buy a bottle of Coke or whatever it might be, you're going to have to need cash. Now, and I mean Philippine peso. Don't bring dollars with you, because, well, you can, but you need to find a good exchange place to do it. Don't exchange at the airport. You will get a terrible exchange rate at the airport. Now, I would suggest maybe if you want to do just $100 or $200 at the airport, so you've got a few peso with you when you get here, sure, but don't go exchanging $1,000 at the airport and get a terrible exchange rate. Do it once you're over here. And even better still, companies like Western Union, Wise, Palawan, pawn shops, you can transfer funds to yourself, to your own name, and take your ID, and you can collect the cash there, and you'll get a much better exchange rate through Western Union or Wise, and you'll save yourself thousands of pesos in the long run. If you're going to go to the ATMs and use your own ATM card from your home country and withdraw cash, there's usually quite expensive fees to do that. So it's better, if you have to do that in a pinch, that's fine. But remember, a lot of the times the ATMs here
Did not work.
they don't work, or they don't have money, or whatever. They're offline. I've seen, sometimes you'll go there and you'll put your card in and it spits it out and says this ATM is not working, blah blah blah. Sometimes you'll go there and it'll say there's no cash. Other times you go there and it's just offline. So it can be, in a pinch, okay if you can find an ATM that's working, but cash is king here in the Philippines. So do your research and find a way, make sure you can transfer enough cash. I would do it with Wise, that's who I use here, but I transfer it directly from my bank account to a bank account with PNB, the Tess and I've got here in the Philippines, and we get a pretty good exchange rate through Wise, and then we just use her ATM card for PNB Bank, and I think with PNB we get 4 transactions per month for free, no charge. So it doesn't cost us anything to go and withdraw 10,000 pesos at the ATM. So, but do your research, figure out who whether you want to use Western Union or Palawan or whatever. You can transfer to your girlfriend if you've got a girlfriend here, into her name, whatever. There's multiple ways to do it, but you will need cash here in the Philippines. Very important thing to know before you come here. You're not going to be able to use your Visa or MasterCard or Amex absolutely everywhere like you can in a first world country. It just won't happen. Be prepared. Okay, number 7. That's the end of my notes. Number 7, and the final thing that I'll say is be respectful and enjoy yourself while you're here in the Philippines. Filipinos are very, very friendly people. They're very, very helpful people. They're very hospitable people. We've been walking down the road when we were coming back from you voting in Ilaya that time.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and we were coming back. We walked all the way from Balut to Ilaya for you to vote. We were coming back and it started raining, yeah?
Yes.
And what happened when it started? We had no umbrella. We had no raincoats. The weather was good when we left, but as with the tropics, the weather can change in 15 minutes. And I'm the idiot that didn't think to take an umbrella, so we got caught out and it was raining. And what happened when we were walking back in the rain?
Someone called us and says we can stay while it's raining.
Yeah, these people we didn't even know just came out of their house, saw us walking in the rain, called out and said, come in here, come out of the rain, and just invited us in to sit down and get out of the rain until the rain stopped. That would never happen in the West. Very, very hospitable people. And I'm sure if we'd stayed longer until lunchtime, they would have offered us lunch. That's what the Filipinos are like. So be very respectful. Remember, you're in another country. Don't be snarky and nasty and be impatient, and realise that you are in a different country. You're not in your home country. Things operate differently here, very, very differently than they do in the West. So just be respectful, guys, and enjoy your holiday. So that's my top 7 pointers for what you need to know before you leave home and come to the Philippines. If this has been informative and you've enjoyed my content, again, guys, please give us the thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know about your experiences when you've come here before or if you're coming over. Don't forget to check out those links in the description below to the website where I met Tess, and also to find that government website for your e-travel pass. And if you'd like to donate to our project we're building off grid there, you can do so through PayPal me, or you can do so through Super Thanks here on YouTube. Thanks to all the new subscribers that have jumped on board recently. We're pushing close to 4K subscribers now. We've only been going for about a year, so we're happy with our progress, and it's all been, bless you again, yuck. So it's all been thanks to you guys. So until next time, guys, don't forget Friday's video coming up with our off-grid build from Brian and Tess and Caleb here in the Philippines.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.